Good morning, everyone. We are coming to you live via Facebook streaming, via YouTube streaming, and also via Skype online. Each one of you is welcome to this live streaming. Sometimes the delay happens for some unforeseen reasons. This morning the call got delayed because of a local call. Somebody called on Skype and now I could not figure out the phone connection or the phone icon to call. So it took a little while. So just wait. If I am not able to, for any reason, I'll send a message. Going within, understanding ego, the second door, self-identity. As such, there is no distinction between outside and inside. Inside is the part of outside and outside is the part of inside, because the space within and without is the same. In the house, there is a space in the living room, there is a space in the kitchen, there is a space in the bedroom. What is the difference between the space in the kitchen and the living room? There is no difference whatsoever. It's only the purpose that makes it different. So for that reason, the inner is part of the outside and outside is the part of the inner. The sky inside your house and the sky outside is the same. There is no difference. The second door through which the ego enters is self-identity. As such, when child is born, he is nameless. He starts interacting. The first interaction begins with the mother. The child learns his name, realizes that the reflections in the mirror today is that of the same person as the one seen yesterday, and believes the sense of me or the self persists in the face of changing experiences. The child goes on knowing that everything changes. Sometimes he is hungry, other times he is not. Sometimes he is sleepy, other times he is awake. Sometimes he is angry and other times he is loving. Things go on changing. One day it is beautiful, another day it is dark and dismal. But he stands before the mirror. Have you ever watched a small baby sitting before the mirror? He tries to catch hold of the child inside the mirror because he finds the child is there outside. If he cannot catch hold, then he goes around and looks at the back of the mirror. Maybe the child is hiding there, but by and by he starts knowing that it is he who is reflected, and then he starts facing a kind of continuity. Yesterday it was the same face, today is also the same face in the mirror. When children look at the mirror for the first time, they become fascinated because mirror shows something. They don't leave it. They go on again and again to the bedroom and look at who is there. Everything goes on changing. One thing seems to be same or unchanging, that is the self-image. Ego has another door from which to enter. It is self-image. This is how the ego enters the second door of self-identity. When he knows name, then you ask him. He is identified by a particular name. A prominent author, I was listening to one of his videos. He says, I am Dr. So-and-so. Is doctor the name of the person? Doctor is the qualification. Qualification cannot be the name. But we identify ourselves because of the self-image, and we feel elated when you are meeting someone. Someone asks you, what is your name? My name is Dr. So-and-so. I am a doctor. I did not ask. Sometimes I say, I ask your name. That is what is relevant to me. What you do or what you do not, that would be another question. But self-identity goes on like this. And the ego enters and it starts getting strengthened, so much so that it becomes natural. And anytime somebody asks, so he forgets that his name is this. In the name, there is the first name, then there is surname. Surname is not, your name is only the first name. The surname is the family name. Simple, I am X. What is your full name? My full name is this. What is your profession? My profession is, I'm a medical doctor. I make my living as a medical doctor, or I make my living as a businessman. When you use the word in a very controlled manner, with an understanding what you are responding or what you are not, then the chances of being aware how ego can enter, and you can be free from it. Everything goes on changing when the child first the child interacts with the mother. The mother is his whole world. Then mother introduces, this is your brother, big brother, this is your big sister, this is your father, and that is how the various relations are established. Then there is a third door through which ego enters, and this is the door of self-esteem. It is concerned with child's feeling of pride as a result of learning to do things on his own. When a child does things on his own, there is a self-esteem develops. In a way, in the beginning, it is very important. You have a balloon in your hand. You want to blow it. You're trying again and again, but courtesy says that do not blow it out, then somebody says, okay, go ahead. You blow the balloon and you are playing and the noise is creating, so the ego continues to create the noise. Then suddenly a needle pricks and the balloon flattens. The ego is flattened. So allowing it to grow and then flattening is the process. So child learns, for example, he has learned a word, daddy. He goes on saying daddy, daddy, daddy whole day. He is doing, he is exploring, he is making on his own, and this way his self-esteem is developed. He learns the word daddy and he uses the whole day. He does not miss a single opportunity to use the word. When the child starts learning to walk, he tries to walk whole day. He falls again and again, he stumbles, he is hurt, but he again stands up because it gives him a sense of pride. I can also do something. I can walk, I can talk, I can carry things from here to there. Parents are very worried because a child is a disturbance. He starts carrying things. He does not understand why and for what. Why have you taken the book from here to there? He does not know. The child is not interested in the book at all. It is all nonsense for him. He cannot conceive why do you go on looking in this thing continuously, but are you watching? Therefore, but his interest is different. He can carry a thing from here to there. Child starts killing animals, an ant, and he will immediately jump on it and kill it. He can do something. He learns to do and enjoys doing things. He can become very destructive. Sometimes the children become very destructive. If he finds the clock, he will open it. He will want to know who is inside. He becomes an explorer, an inquirer. He enjoys doing the things because it gives a third door to his ego. He feels proud. He can do. He can sing a song. Then he is ready to sing this song to anybody. If a guest comes in, he is present there, waiting for someone to give hints so he can sing a song, or he can dance, or he can do a mimicry, or something else. Whatsoever it is, he wants to do something to show that he is not just helpless. He can do things. This doing, this sense of doing, brings ego inside. Then comes the fourth door. Fourth door is self-extension, belonging, possession. The child speaks of my house, my father, my mother, my school. The sense of myness develops. He starts increasing the field of mind. Mind becomes his keyword. If you take up his toy, he is not much interested in the toy. He is much interested in the toy is mine. You cannot take it. Remember, he is not much interested in the toys. When somebody is interested When nobody is interested in it, he will throw the toy in the corner and will escape to play outside. But the moment when somebody comes in and takes the toy from the corner, then he remembers and he makes noise, saying that this toy is mine. But once somebody wants to take it, he does not want to give it to anyone, and he keeps on saying it is mine. Mine gives a sense of me. Me creates the sense of I. I is the sense of ego. Observe the behavior of little children. They become oblivious of their own toys. They throw it in the garbage, but they throw it in the corner, go and play outside and do other things. But the moment the child sees someone has picked up my toy, he makes noise, this is mine. You cannot take my toy. And remember, and this mine becomes me, me becomes I, and this is the door through which ego enters. And remember, these doors are not only for children, they remain that way for the entire life. Even when you grow old, when you say my house, you are being childish. When you say my wife or my husband, you are again becoming childish. When you say my religion, you are becoming childish. When a Hindu starts fighting with a Muslim, or a Muslim starts fighting with a Christian about religion, they are like children. They do not know what they are doing. They have not really become mature and grown up. Children are constantly arguing, and this is what our so-called wise adults, I call it asinine wisdom. They go on arguing. My daddy is the greatest daddy in the whole world. And so do the priests go on fighting. My concept of God is the best, the most powerful, the real, and others are just so-so. These are all childish attitudes, but they linger around and continue throughout the life. In the childhood, you were playing for your toys. The sense of minus was around the toys. When you grow old, it is again around your house, your religion, this and that. You are very much interested in your name. When I change people's name, a few are very stubborn. They do not want it. A few disagree to change the name. But by changing the name, it simply means changing your identity. This is the fourth door. Although name is simply for identification, when somebody enters into initiation, he is given a name, whether it is yoga or any other path. Now I will take the 5th, 6th and 7th doors in tomorrow's session. Until then, take care and do have a pleasant day. And afterwards, I will summarize and recapitulate all the doors for you and give you a Sufi terminology also for these doors They are known as nafs. Until then, take care and do have a pleasant day.